What's up? What's up? It's your boy Indigoje. So I really wanted to take the time to add like a spotlight on the tracks that I've released that are people's favorite, especially from the Royal Shadow album. So the song that I dropped the visualizer to on the 7th of March on YouTube, link in bio. Basically, this track is about how pointless it felt when I sacrificed 2 years of my life to generate 30,000 in the cash reserve, because what I had given up to get to that point was things that I could never get back again. I met the producer for that beat in Florida at the skate park when he was like 17. Snap Beats. Yeah, but now he's under Swamp Tones. I think oftentimes, instead of dealing with trauma, we just become hyper productive, and that's my bad. You know what I'm saying? You're only a workaholic because you're working to get away from something, and it could be a lack of worthiness that you feel. It could be issues at home and so forth. I finally got to the goal, and it just felt pointless. You know, if you just genuinely yourself everywhere you go, you'll start to really build up over time a coalition of people who are authentically themselves as well. I feel like I remember telling my mother, she was like, I'm so proud of you, you know, you've been really putting the work in to elevate your life and stuff and gaining your financial literacy. And I told her, and I was like, don't be proud of me because I'm in a manic state, you know. The only reason why I prioritize currency so much is because, you know, I've been homeless in multiple cities, and it's not that I didn't have someone that I could stay with. Sometimes it just be that you need to learn from a situation that you got yourself into and not necessarily make the situation more comfortable. A lot of times I've personally learned I can't save people from the lessons that God's trying to teach them, because then I just end up getting caught in the crossfire because I'm stopping them from having the lesson, which is the blessing. Man, the wisdom is better than silver and gold. So that's the real generational wealth, in my opinion, is to be able to give people knowledge and give it in the way that they need to receive it, to actually internalize it and apply it. Pray every day. That's all I can say. You know, the stronger your relationship is with God, the more you can know yourself, the more you can see what's around you. Best believe this money is not going to change the void that you feel in your spirit, or the people that you have around you that don't genuinely have your best interests at heart. Everybody's kind of trying to come off the way they want to be perceived. I think I've freed myself from worrying about perception, only because I've been a crash out since I was like, I don't know, 16. 14. Remember, I had an afro and I dyed a patch purple going into high school. Like, I just been accepted that I don't fit in, and I'm not necessarily trying to. And as I've gotten older and moved around, that's kind of become my strength, and how people get behind whatever the movement is that I'm creating at the time, which it does it all under the umbrella of the same movement, which would be, you know, holding yourself accountable and being better every day, being imperial, and imperial not as in like I'm royalty over you, but as, you know, the kingdom of God. The moment I accomplish one dream, I create another one, because I become a different person. I mean, what good is it to, what do they say, gain the world but lose yourself? And so when you gain the world, you have to create a new version of yourself, because you realize that everything that you value before you achieved it really means nothing. And that's really the core of the Royal Shadow album, was like finally getting to that point of like being able to look at properties, investment properties, building my credit, had the cash reserve. Around this time I got the Supra as well, 2020. And I was just flexing my peacock feathers, and really just taking a stand that I had accomplished what I said I was going to accomplish. And proving it to myself, I think that was really the last thing that I had to prove to myself, is that I could get the car I wanted. You know, I already knew I could get the most beautiful woman, but do it again, right? Because that's the thing that nobody really likes to talk about in terms of greed and accomplishments and goals, is that one time is never enough. You're going to want to do it again every time. As I went through the process, I realized how skewed my value system was and how much mental damage I was causing for myself by not prioritizing my comfort and the community. And, you know, Royal Shadow is really the end of an era of accepting the delusion of society's promises. That sounds deeper than it was. It ain't that serious.